This show is sponsored by PaidToPlayToday.com. Start living life to the fullest. Get a free basic membership at PaidToPlayToday.com.
Coming at you live from Salt Lake City, Utah, Paid to Play TV, Episode 17, Sales. People don't buy products, they buy solutions. Speaking of solutions, here's a man who's so white, he makes snow look dirty. Garrett J. White.
Okay, dude, so seriously, we need to go with the white thing? You racist now? Like what? Come on. Seriously, work with me here. My name is Garrett J. White. There it is again. White. White, I make the snow. Gosh, seriously. Dude, don't talk to me about white. Go back to episode 15. You want to see white. Adam King with a Nacho Libre hat on, showing off his whiteness. Anyways, my name is Garrett J. White. I am the host here at Paid to Play TV, and I also call myself the Authentic Entrepreneur. Here's the interesting thing. Why do I call myself that? Because I chose it. Also, people ask me, what are your credentials to run a TV show, run a radio show, speak, travel, promote, coach, mentor, offer product, service, and experiences? How in the world do you qualify yourself to do it? It's very simple. I was focused from the time I came out of the womb. Out of the womb, I was focused. And one of the places I was focused was in the 6th grade, where I became the 6th grade tetherball champion. Until I was knocked off by a girl who was 3 inches taller than me. It was the most humiliating day of my life. Until I graduated from college with a degree, because I thought I wasn't going to be qualified to do this kind of stuff because I'd lost the title. And then I got a degree in what? You ready? Kickball. Jack Black from the movie School of Rock, he says, as a school teacher, he says, listen, there's only, teachers are people who can't do and then they teach, right? If you can't do, you teach. And then he said at the bottom of that totem pole, if you can't teach and you teach what? PE. Well, that's me. All right, so get focused. That's my credentials. Here's the fun thing though. You know the title Authentic Entrepreneur? It literally is my personal brand. It literally is my personal brand. And today we're going to talk about how one of the greatest techniques to being able to bring business into your business is to stop selling your product. And to stop crushing the world with your business, but to talk about your brand. Particularly, what brand am I talking about? The personal product marketing of you. So if you look at this then in the game and the experience of life, everything is about people. We are constantly buying people. We buy other people. How do we know this works? Because they put Kobe Bryant, he drinks some Sprite until he has some extramarital affairs, and then he gets off that contract. But nonetheless, he drinks some Sprite and people drink Sprite. Even if you want to mock it, make fun of it, etc., there's a human element to marketing that when we see personal brands, not logos or names, but we see faces. This is why when you go on a blog post, right, and the guy who's like up there with like the little avatar, but his face never shows up, he's always the guy with like, Mr. I don't have a name and I don't have a face, and then he makes all the posts on the blog, and you're like, dude, seriously, why don't you show up? Where's your face? Won't show up. No attention to the personal brand. Right? But those who do are branding themselves everywhere. Now, realtors kind of got this. And I think it's kind of strange because they put their picture on the business card, but I guess it kind of worked out for realtors. They got that idea of personal branding. Today, we're going to talk about this in 3 distinct categories. But to do this, I got to bring out the handy dandy flip chart. Are you ready? Are you ready for the handy dandy flip chart? Are you focused? Get with me. Get with me. Get with me. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Oh! Okay, so here's the thing I didn't. Do you know the last episode I had this major issue with all my gnomes who work in the back, who deal with this, you got hamsters in your car, I got gnomes in the back. The gnomes that work on my flip charts here, the handy dandy flip chart, they kind of slacked off. Found out last week they were hanging out with Adam and they were back behind stage, and had to have a talk with them about taking care of that kind of behavior on work time, okay? Handle your stuff outside of this. Here's the deal though, we're going to thank them. We're going to see how well they produce today. Number one principle we're going to talk about is people don't buy products, they buy solutions. And the first game they begin with is a solution that you can offer them from the business of you. So let's talk about this for a second, though, in a product conversation. Here's the deal. Recently, I put up this massive whiteboard in my office at my home. I have a home office, I have an office. I got 2 offices and a home office. And my home office, I want to put this massive whiteboard, really, really big whiteboard, okay? So problem is the little hooks that they use and try to put it in. I'm putting in this part, it's an unfinished part of my basement, and I'm putting this whiteboard, and I needed a hole, right? Okay, so that's what I needed was a hole. So what do you get to use a hole? Well, you can punch it with a nail. That's one solution. That sucked though. So I looked for a drill, but I had a drill, this power drill I got a few years ago. I'm not really manly man, so I got this drill from my father-in-law for Christmas. I didn't use it for like 2 years, and all of a sudden I needed to like drill a hole. I think I was using it as a paperweight or something. That's why my hands are, I use lotion, and he doesn't, I guess. It's like, really tough. Anyways, so in space, so I got this drill. Here's the deal. I got a drill, but I need a bit. Did I really need a bit? Do I really need a drill? Probably not. But what I needed was a what? A hole. I didn't really need a hole, though. What I needed was a whiteboard up on the wall. Did I really need the whiteboard up on the wall? No. I needed a location to brainstorm in a mastermind. Did I really need a place to brainstorm in a mastermind? No. What I really needed was some solutions to some marketing problems that we're having, and sales problems that we were experiencing, and we're experiencing right now, and being able to distribute the passionate message I have of getting paid to play. So in that space, then, what I really needed was just a location, favorable conditions to brainstorm and to mastermind. Now, to make all that happen, did I really need a drill? No. So here's the deal. If you start talking to me about all the features of your drill, well, it's Rotogritter 2000, and it was made in Japan, it was built by hand quality by inspector number 19, and they just put a sticker on there. It's greatest, and you compare it up in a cross study, blind study, burn. I don't give a rip. What I want is a hole. I don't care how you get a hole in my whiteboard. I need a hole drilled so I can put some screws in it, so I can hang the whiteboard. I don't even need that. I don't care about all the specs about the whiteboard. What I need is the benefit of a place to mastermind. You get it? There's a big difference between selling your product versus selling the solution. So if somebody comes to me with the drill and they say, listen, we can get that whiteboard up and it's going to bring you hundreds of thousands of dollars from this brainstorm session. Do you want this drill? Does my chance and likelihood of buying it go up or down? Goes up. Okay, so first principle then is stop selling your product, start selling the benefits or the solutions to what your product brings to people, because people don't want your products. They want the solutions that your products bring. Let's go to principle number 2. Are you ready? We're going to see how the gnomes do this time, because last time they've been slacking off. I took the alcohol out this time. We'll see how it goes. Nice. Nice. Good job, you guys. Good job. Good. Did you hear them? That was kind of fun. Good job. Okay, principle 2 then is sell yourself before you even think about selling your product. Now, again, it becomes very easy to sell the product instead of the benefits, like we talked about in principle number 1, if you're focused on the product, not the benefit or the solution that you're providing. The second game is it's even easier to focus on the product when you don't believe in yourself. I found that one of the reasons why people don't sell themselves first, and why they do a horrible job, most folks, in doing this, in not positioning their personal brand in the marketplace and being able to offer the personal product of the business of me or the business of you, understand that this is how the deal goes down. They don't do it because they don't believe in themselves. They don't have certainty in who they are. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in their world. This is what we put the Pay to Play program all together for, was to support people who are lacking certainty in the business of themselves. By working through their shadow, working through their crap, getting to the truth of who they're not, and getting to the truth of who they are. Now, we did that in our place. We realized that the benefit people were looking for was not finding out who they were. That wasn't the benefit they were looking for. And in that space, when it comes to promoting Pay to Play, what I promote is the brand of Garrett J. White, the authentic entrepreneur. That's my lead out. Because here's the deal. If you can buy me, then you want to spend 30 hours with me in our program. If you don't, well, guess what? That's okay. I get it. My personal brand is an extension of the business is an extension of me. When it comes to promoting then your personal brand, it's what leads out. People want to buy people, and they want to buy people that they like. I was sitting in a meeting here recently with one of the executives with the Huntsman organization. Huntsman Corporation is a massive cancer research facility, massive organization, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars run through this company every single year. I was sitting down with one of the executives at breakfast, and we had an hour to sit down for 30 minutes. He told me about his life. For 30 minutes, I told him about my life. And at the end of that hour, we looked at each other and we said, I buy you. And he said, I buy you. And if people sitting around me are like, I don't really get what that means, the reality was we bought each other, and now we're going to have another lunch or another meal together here in the next couple of weeks, during which time we'll get to discuss what? Business, products, services, solutions. But the initial game we totally got was I needed to buy you and you needed to buy me. And once we bought each other, did it increase or decrease the possibility of me wanting your products? Increased it dramatically. Okay, got it? All right, let's go to principle 3. You ready? Here we go. I'm going to give it a double this time. I'm going to give it a double. I'm going to give it a double and see what happens. Okay. Number 3. Screw you. We quit. That's awesome. You know what's only worse than having all your gnomes quit all on the same day? It's having all your gnomes quit on the same day and having Adam run around with his shirt off. Between those two things happening the same day, which thank goodness you didn't do that today, buddy, we would be in complete chaos. Okay, let's move forward then. Principle number 3 here. Sorry, gnomes. Have a great life then. Sell your ability to help them get what they want. Now, it's not just so much about selling your personal brand. Yeah, people got to trust you, but the next step then is to sell your capacity, your skill sets, your networks, your connection, and your products, and how you can give them the capacity to get what they want. Again, we started off with the idea that we don't want to drill. What we wanted was a hole. What we wanted was a whiteboard. People buy solutions, not products. Your benefits, not your features. We moved into the second conversation, which is stop focusing on your product and get people to buy you. We said that doesn't happen because people lack certainty in the truth of who they are. And then we moved into the third conversation, which is really in standing in a place of sell your ability to help people get their solutions, get what they want. Now, Napoleon Hill is one of the first people I ever remember reading about saying this. You help enough people get what they want, they will help you get what you want. So get clear about what you're wanting, but more importantly, become client-focused, become product secondary, people primary. Looking at your client, looking at your business, and that space begins to alter things. You start to bring a human element into the experience. It humanizes your client, and it humanizes you. It makes you real, it makes you raw, it makes you authentic with the people that you're engaging with, and simultaneously it allows them to show up in that same space. So we have 3 huge principles today in the show. They added to where we went last week on episode 16. Here on episode 17, though, we said, listen, it's time to get focused and unlock your personal brand. It's time to unlock the capacity for you to get paid to play. These go hand in hand, your personal brand and getting paid to play. So if you're ready to get paid to play and it's sick and tired of just promoting your products, jump on to paidtoplaytoday.com today and check out a free membership on me. Come play with me live in some of the webinars during which we take these kind of principles to the max and helping you explode your business, but most importantly, unifying the conversations, the spiritual transformation, and the world of financial production. I like to call it getting paid to play. How long were shows? Like 11 minutes?
One was around 12.